The following conversation is between Jesse and I. Jesse is my best friend from university. We know each other for more than 10 years, and I'm also his best man at his wedding. And the conversation is about love, passion, basketball, bodybuilding, work, and life. All right, you ready for this? This is my first time.
Yeah, sure. Let's have some fun. No pressure, just do what you want.
All right, yeah. So, what up, guys? This is Phoenix. Welcome to the Rising Ashes podcast. So, it's my honor to have my first ever guest, Jesse, on the show. Yeah.
Hello, I'm Jesse. Nice to be here.
Yeah.
Wait a sec. Are we going to start this in English or Chinese?
I guess we're doing both. 随便吧
Okay, cool. Yeah, freestyle.
Yeah, 反正就是这个非常荣幸请到我的第一期嘉宾 Jesse.
Wow.
We know each other for over 10 years.
10 years already?
Yeah,
wow.
I know, right? It's pretty amazing. All right, let me just double check 你的录，然后好了。后期可以剪，反正。Yeah, okay, sure, cool. Okay. Yeah, so I guess 我们这个 Rising Ashes podcast 我的定位觉得会比较 chill 一点 ，mostly just me talking with my friends, right? So 然后会邀请一些大家在做一些有趣的事情的人来谈一谈自己的一些，简单来讲过去、今天还有未来，这样整个形式可能会比较 chill 一点。So let's get started.
Okay.
So first of all, welcome to the show, bro.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, yeah. So, I guess 第一个的话就是 let's talk about a little bit about our background, right? So
background.
对，就是 just tell me more about yourself. I should be stop talking now. So 你可以随便说一说就是
background. So first of all, I'm a Fudan graduate, and me and Phoenix, we were like gym buddies, back in the days. So we didn't imagine that we could like start businesses, but right now we're here. We have different careers, but we all work hard in education. And one thing we have in common is we both love lifting. So I think we start from here. Yeah. So back in the days, we can like recognize each other's passion, and that's what kept going, right? Just our friendship. And now he's like technically the one who brought me into the education field. And I just feel like I am type of person that really love to give out speech and talk to people, and also I learn a lot about the world. So I think this is a good job for me. And me and my wife started this business of teaching young children English and help them to understand the charisma of the like the good things about English and guide them to the world. And I think it's really priceless. And I love this job, and I think. In the future, I'm going to keep doing it and try to make this my own family business. Is that too long? I should stop talking now.
So let's just dive deeper to all the way from the beginning. Right?
Yeah.
所以其实我记得 like I think it's 2014, 15, something like that.
Yeah.
So 我记得，因为当时我们在那个很破的蓝区铁馆里，对，但是经常
真的很多记忆。说实在，现在的很多健身房其实他们商业化太多，但是其实很多器材像深蹲架什么的，真的，当时，
反正当时我差不多也是刚刚。Start to get serious about body building and training. And we're constantly running into each other. Now my thinking is you is like a big guy with really nice pecs, and
I'm not big. I wasn't big. I'm just relatively big, but not that big.
Yeah. So somehow just we started talking. 结果发现大家其实除了 training 以外，还有一些别的一些 passion, including basketball.Including movies.
Tarantino movies. Pulp Fiction.
Exactly.
I realized you are the first person that I found that loved Pulp Fiction and Eminem at the same time. I remember we were like rapping song in between sets. That is so fun.
反正那个铁馆就是后期 Pulp Fiction， 反正非常破，但是它墙面上都贴了些海报，所以说你可以感觉到 it's like small group in community of people in Fudan actually into this bodybuilding and shit, right? So then we kind of just hit it up, and then just 当时那一段岁月大概是我们3大4的时候，大概每天就在不停的 training， 每天可能2练。I remember you were doing an interview or an intern, something like that. I had to like get back from the intern, and then we train.
The whole reason I get intern is try to get money for the protein powder and the meals. I had to eat 5 or 6 meals a day.
I remember back in the old days. 我记得我在大学的时候就感觉说，就 if ever started I'm working. 如果说我能够赚到每天能够足够 sustain my protein 的钱，那就是 that would be a huge deal, right? 所以当时我记得，当时我们要的东西其实很少，而且其实生活也非常简单，right? 其实 it's all about training, gains, 然后就是 you know obviously there's like girls and stuff, right? And you know dating.
Yeah, especially we're in Fudan, so at the sophomore year, starting from that, and all the way to junior graduate, like all the students talking about getting a job and or go to the postgraduate like projects, and we were like, so it's good enough for us to just get a steady job and get money, and then we can train. It's all we wanted.
Yeah, I just remember just seeing you as a high school student. 其实你是 not like me. 其实我之前是比较胖，所以说我其实 for me to build strength muscle 其实是比较简单。But you actually started from a 非常小清新的 boy to this giant 巨兽 today. Right?
No. I've cut back a lot. You can see that, right? I don't have muscle no more. I cut back a lot.
So walk me through, you know, what got you into bodybuilding?
Oh yeah, it's kind of interesting because 我自己对世界的认知就是很多事情是不确定的。比如说，我最早喜欢运动 I like all kind of sports. I like basketball, I like tennis, and whatnot. But I feel like if you want to do really good at basketball, you need to have a team. You also need to have the talent. Also, you need to like sometimes you just have the hot touch. You can't hit shots. Sometimes you just miss. Sometimes you get injured, right? So it's something you cannot control. Even though you like train basketball for 10 or 20 years, your time to shine will never come. But when you talk about bodybuilding, only compete with yourself. You get better and better. So it's just like a walking production or walking artwork for yourself. So I feel like 就我能确定的东西. So I feel like, and also when I put in work, I think I get a progress quite quickly. I remember 我当时有个室友让我和我一起训练，当时我们就每天一起去 gym， 当时遇到很多很厉害的人，就是 they were train with us, and they saw us like train in and out every day, but only me getting bigger and bigger. And the other ones like I'm having a hard time bulking up, so I feel like maybe I'm cut out for this. This is my talent. Yeah, so I think this is my sport.
Kind of reminds me of that Dorian Yates. Dorian used to just be a young punk, but when he put get in the gym like 3 months after, like totally looking like a different beast.
Actually, there was an incident that in my freshman year, and we are doing like the pool game. And I remember a 学长 told me that this boy looked really cute. He looked like a 正太, and I hate that word. I really hate that word. I don't want to be like categorized like that. So I said no. I don't know, bulk up. I want to be like a 猛男. Exactly.
So I guess training makes you feel like more muscular, right?
Muscular, yes.
And also, you know, makes you feel more confident about yourself. Right?
Definitely.
And definitely, you know, that feedback. 就是你可以一直不停得到正反馈，所以说 that's what you.
And it's almost like a talking piece every time you meet new guys. You can bring out this topic. Most of the people they have problem with like dieting and cutting and doing training, and now I just like have the experience, so I have something to talk about too.
All right, cool. 有电我充满.
Okay, cool.
No problem. So anyway, this is how we kind of hit it up from each other. Like, you know, so I guess.
Wait. So I talk about myself, right? So I talk about like Pulp Fiction and Eminem songs. How about you? So a lot of people train with you, but why you like stick with training with me?
I guess first of all, it's the passion. I think you and I we're on the both level of passion for bodybuilding, right? So and also we like Kobe. So 我们都很喜欢 Kobe， 就这种就是 I guess it's like 就是 you're only doing sports 可能有一种 competitive edge 那种感觉，就会觉得 it's like peer recognized peer, right? So 我 I guess 物以类聚，比方说我们当时也有一些这个 gym buddies， 比方说超，比方说一些别的人，但是他们 either 可能 not as passionate as us being, right? 当时可能一天2练或者怎么着，但是可能就是除了 except for training, I guess for me, you know, Pulp Fiction, basketball, rap just comes together. Just that's why we match, I think. Yeah. Actually, for me, it's like it's not just about training. It's about the shit talking.
We need to get along. We really have a lot of shit talk. I think that the one that strikes like you can be like potentially the good friend is that you like random things, because like you walk me into the Rick and Morty world and I feel like exactly the one I want. I just feel like we need to break out of the cages. We need to think freely, and this is why. And it's totally the reason why we're here.
其实我觉得就是 thinking back. Actually, I guess you're the first as a real friend that I make in Fudan, because you know, just people don't normally share the same passion. I mean, you have your roommates, you have your, let's say, classmates, stuff like that. Not all of them share the same passion, right? So I guess, you know, this type of shit happens organically. So, you know, that's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Anyway, so So then fast forward to those early bodybuilding days, and we were even trying to compete in a 就是学校的什么健身比赛。Anyway, you're doing much better than that. I'm just always struggling trying to tone down. Yeah, so.
But I think you can find your niche in your weightlifting, because in terms of lifting weight, I'm no match for you.
Yeah,
I'm just a little bit good at cutting, I think.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Damn those good times. Almost 10 years ago.
Yeah, 10 years ago. Yeah.
And then, anyway, so that walk me through, how you started out your career, and then your consulting days. Yeah. So are there ways for that?
Yeah. So like I mentioned, I studied in Fudan University, and for some of you might know it's a good university in Shanghai, China. Yeah. My major is finance, international finance. So naturally, all of the students wanted to go into the business side of it, the financial sector. And originally I was trying to like go the normal route. I want to go into like a postgraduation program, so try to major in like quantum of finance, economy, something like that. But I just feel like my first year of college, I would just like totally like throw it away. Just I try to experience the life, so I missed classes. My GPA was like 2.5 or something. So I was like running the risk of like go back and restart the freshman year. So I was like, I should not do this. So I spent a lot of time in books, but still my GPA is not good. So that means I definitely cannot like go deeper into that, not like research stuff. So then I go into the business consulting part, and I feel I like it. I'm good at like doing presentation. I think I'm kind of like good at like PPT making. So this is why I started consulting job. But because of the bodybuilding, I just feel like consulting job takes a lot of time. If you don't know, I think you might know for all of you out there. So you might know it from some 小红书posts or otherwhere. But the consulting job takes a lot of time and a lot of energy. You cannot sit there all day. I remember my last year in college, we did a project for 2 weeks. I lost like 5 kilograms.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah.
It's called Bay and Bay. It is hosted by a big ass consulting firm, and we were there just not just try to get a job, we just tried to like get a internship opportunity.
And there was a girl that you had a crush on.
This is not a topic. It's not a topic. But anyway, so I spent 2 weeks. I studied for this project, and which I'm really proud of. But 2 weeks, like I only ate like 2 meals a day, and after that I lost all of my muscle on my games. So I just feel like I shouldn't do this. And most important thing is like the college is the process of figuring out who you are. I just feel like I shouldn't do the normal route. I need to like find my niche in the crowd. If I can like train in a smart way, and I can like brand myself, maybe I can be another Chen Kang. For those who don't know, Chen Kang is a very famous bodybuilder in China right now. So I was trying to do like that. So start off like a normal job. I had plenty of time. So I went back to my hometown Xiamen and saw like the normal like banker job. After a while, I just feel like that's stupid. I think I'm allowed to say that word, stupid. All of my peers, they're like they do things by like dirty moves or like human connections, like not really finessed, not a lot of skills involved. So I was feeling like I think I should speak some Chinese, like to 中和 to mediate. So 后来我就觉得银行大家如果在银行干过这个项目经理或者是说市场营销，就知道其实无非是关于拉客户，怎么样去做简报，怎么样去糊弄领导，怎么样去出差。当时我就发现，我现在比如说当时在上海的女朋友，我就是谎称了有个项目，就飞过来跟她见了几面，再回去。我就觉得首先不赚钱，虽然有 free time， 但是我并没有感觉到说有成就感。另外觉得比如说我的领导或者说我整个体系并不是让我发挥我的能力的，我确实没有办法发挥我的 creativity。那这个时候你肯定会觉得说你想要做成变得更好的，更有成就感。所以我觉得consulting 可能更适合我。当时想了一下，可能 bodybuilding 是这 part 生活，但是可能更长时间定义你自己的可能是你的工作。所以我就 I quit my job and I end up in consulting. Consulting.
其实我觉得就是 reminds me of you were asking about why I choose to train with you。我觉得刚才的对话里面，我至少能够 spot some 这个 obviously overlapping part， 但也有些 difference。OK， 我觉得 overlapping part 就是说 you and I we both have similar values， 就是 we thought life should be more than this，right？ 就是 you go to university, you're meant to try different things, right? So you shouldn't be defined as anything. So life is unbounded. And then I just love a lot of random things, right? You were talking about Rick and Morty and shit. So I guess the difference is that I stopped giving a fuck about people like long time ago.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, for you, from your side, I mean, you'll be like, 就是复旦国金毕业 are meant to do those consulting jobs 或者什么之类的。
确实。
I stopped giving a fuck about what people think, so I just always just try to do my own thing. 所以我觉得这可能就是一个 difference.
是。
其实 I mean, obviously, if you're a teenager, you're dealing with a lot of peer pressures. You're trying to copy exactly what your peers were doing. Right? But actually, 其实我觉得就是 adult 以后，其实 there's like so much more about life. 其实你不是一定是要被某一个形式的工作而定义。Like if things work out for you, pretty fine, right? I mean, you were talking about how your peer were in the after graduation got into those 非常好的大厂或者怎么回事 ，talking about GPA and shit. But as it turned out, 其实我觉得 for me it's like let me just use matrix as analogy. I mean, it's either the blue pill or red pill, right? When you take the red pill, realize that life is more than that. 其实 you can cope life. 其实你可以用你想要的方式来生活。包括 you can actually make a living out of your passion. I mean, obviously you're passionate about PPT making. You're very good at presentation. You're very good at just giving a speech, right? So that's exactly what you're doing right now. 而且其实你也谈到了一些关于成就感的事。其实我觉得成就感这个非常重要的。Anyway, 其实我们会在后面 later career 的时候再更多 touch on this. Let me touch on this a little bit. 就是 share 一些成就感。其实我觉得 like 我最近几天能够得到一些非常 positive 反馈，就是当我的学生告诉我说你是我见过最棒的老师，或者说你是 so far 目前为止最好的老师的时候，其实我觉得这个对于 as teacher 其实是一个非常大的成就感。I mean, I guess you wouldn't trade like 2,000 RMB for compliment like this. I mean, this is like priceless. 其实就是 like I mean for work. I mean, obviously you want to make money, but at the same time, 其实很多其他的方式就是方面带来给你的成就感 is also very important.
这点我有一点想分享的。我们上一周的时候有一个外面的机构来跟我们合作，类似是说觉得我们在教学方面很有经验，特别是一些创意的东西，是说某个年龄段这个机构是不擅长的，他希望学习到我们的课程精髓，比如说请我们去教，就说但是我们的课程，比如说 me and my wife， 我们的课程是极具个人特色的，比如说 I like stand-up comedy, I like podcast， 所以说我在上课的时候我就会。我在讲知识点的时候，一定是拿一些，比如说你给我一个梗，比如说我去拿一个你的穿着、你的喜好或者刚刚讲的一句话来开玩笑，让你去带到这个环境里面去学知识点。但这个东西我不认为任何人听了我的讲座之后能学得到，但是他们就说没有关系，你只要你比如说你是100分，那我们学80分长就满意了，因为我们的家长其实可能只是收钱是更低一点的。然后其实你比如说我和我夫人不应该因为家长那所谓的恭维感觉到说戴的高帽子有多好，他们就说这个高帽子只是让你自得意满，就觉得说觉得很有成就感，很怎么样，但这赚到的钱是真金白银的。当时给我们有点冲击。其实我想法是很像的，我觉得当你被人家看到是从来没有一个人能把英语这样讲，或者是说上这课的时候我终于有个原来是这样子，我之前学是白学了，这个对我们来说可能是无价之宝。就虽然就是 try to make a living, of course， 我们可能还是想说未来的计划怎么样去退休 whatever， 但是真正让我们感到爽感的一定是得到认可，不管是学生家长觉得有趣，或者是说比如说某段时间发现他突飞猛进了，这种真的是金钱无法衡量的。
I guess 这个就是什么斯洛什么需求那个
马斯洛需求层次，
我觉得最高的层次是达到一种自我实现嘛，或者是 That's beautiful。
所以说，对创业者真的很难说。有些人说我1年多少钱，我也可能是你的10倍，所以说你凭什么跟我讲？但真的有时候我们就要求助于那古代的一些，比如说或者是近代的一些文学作品，就是他们的思想境界、他们的思想自由程度，我是觉得。If in the future I don't have to work, I will probably spend like 10 years just read and write. 我还有个很小的
，One sec， 我先看一下 ，make sure that we're rolling. Yeah, the conversation is so good. All right, cool.
Here we go.
Yeah, actually, 其实you mentioned a little bit about your love for literature. I think you had that love back in high school, right? So that's another difference between you and I.
说到这个，大家知道吗？我在高中的时候，其实我是在一个比较不好的初中。上到高中之后，我当时第一次到一个，我在厦门的这样的一个重点高中的实验班。当时我就觉得所有人都比我厉害。当时有个入学考试，我虽然不知道写什么，但是我就突然一个想法，不如我写个文言文。他说文体不限，我想什么都可以，我可以写诗，可以写文言文，可以写记叙文，或者说那么什么议论文或者 whatever。我说 最近我看了很多李白的诗歌，特别是一些传记或者是文言文，那我不如我就这样写了。对，我就 without a thought， 我就想说，那砸了就砸了，反正我是在这个学校，大家都比我厉害，那我再差一点没有关系。结果就是我在下一周来的时候，我就所有人都知道我。所有人都拿着一份复印的我的卷子，我就 what？ 对，从此之后的所有的白纸黑白报道，只要和设计且对联之类的相关，就要找我。对 ，This is amazing。对，
其实我觉得我有一个 story，you probably don't know this，yeah。其实听着很像，其实我的那个 process 可能比你稍微早一点，因为我是一个很一般的小学进到一个很牛逼的初中，对。所以，因为 我小学的时候一直是我们全校第一，对。说进到初中以后，第一次摸底考试，因为大家可能超前学习 stuff like that， 就入学的时候你会有一个入学考试。For me, anyway， 如果你现在 any of the kids are watching at this moment， 我觉得 we're totally grew up in different world。就是在我那时候，就 our 暑假寒假就是 just playing。对我来说，我的暑假寒假就是玩。I mean，不要跟我说什么学习
，for free， 不用钱的玩，就是我们在院子里面跑来跑去那种玩，不是说我们出国那种，是想玩什么，但就是没有钱。
对，当时没有 iPhone， 什么东西都没有 ，right？ 你可能院子里面一群小孩跑跑闹闹或者踢球 ，right？ 这种就是一个玩耍的方式。反正I spent all my fucking holidays just playing，OK？所以说 you can imagine， 当之后到初中的时候，第一次考试，我都已经忘了我考多少分，很烂。Anyway。然后我进入到，因为当时是一个很一般的小学，但是进入到一个就当地最牛逼的一个初中。然后我记得当时的第一次的期中考试的时候，当时我的班主任 prejudged everybody， 就是他分成了一个上下班。然后 that pissed me off, dude. I'm like, you never know me, dude. How can you judge me like that?
Yeah, I feel you.
对，所以说 just like其实从 sports 里面你可以感到很多这种共鸣，就比如说 like Kobe those like underdog mindset, right? So 就是 you just know me yet, you just don't know me yet. 所以我记得当时我的这个初中的第一次期中考，我就考到全班第3。From that day on， 我的班主任再也没有一次低看过我。Yeah， 所以 that's really meant a lot.
Wow.
所以其实我觉得这个和你很像。You're going to a new environment， 然后 you're trying to find your positioning in this place, right? 但是 I guess another similarity between us is 可能是这种 passion for excellence， 就是 passion 去把一件事情做好。
I feel you。我跟你之前说过，我在高中参加过竞赛，这个竞赛的科目可能是大家现在目前最鄙视的。大家很多人说是这个背诵的、考记性的，但如果我在这个科目做得好，说明我记性好。生物竞赛，因为当时我高一的时候，所有人就要报一个竞赛去试试看试水的心态，我就报了一个生物，当然我目的是为了去逃一些月考。对，我主要参加这个训练，我去某个学校我就不用月考了。但是我其实当时真的主要是我是半当中进去的，所以说很多东西我没有学过。所以说我第一次参赛的时候，我全校最差，所有进入复赛里面最差的，以至于所有人都是那个什么试1、试2、试3，我最后都没有。对，当时这个人都考得比你好。对，这个我觉得有一点 lunatic， 有点奇怪的人。现在可能他有他的世界，但是我觉得不应该被看扁，所以我也是因此觉得。That doesn't make sense， 不行，我一定要是最好的，所以我隔年我就比较努力了，我就找到了 trick， 可能一些方法，包括老师重视。这个省队全省一共有4个人，我当时进省队的时候还是最后一名。当时的不同名次穿不同颜色的 T 恤，像是第一名是 white， 是 purple and yellow， 我是穿 green， 我是最次的。最后考完的时候我是全省第一，
牛逼！
对，当时的全省第一的是我们班的一个女生，后来她高3的时候向我表白了，就是真的完全被你摧毁了自信心。跟我表白了，就说 I hate you, but I love you 之类的话，对，就是确实需要一些被看扁的时候，就是 underdog mentality。我就听很多体育 podcast 需要一个 nobody believe in us， 这种 mentality 真的会迸发出能量。
I guess that's champion's heart, champion's DNA。对，
所以我真的是觉得现在像教育体系里面，比如说 putting labels， 就觉得你会什么，你不应该做什么，真的。特别不好，我特别这一次去美国完之后，我就看，包括是说我这些学生后来去新加坡，他们去学校里面都不会说是这个人是什么样的人，或者说分拨好生差生怎么样。确实，只能说我们当时某个特殊的社会发展阶段会有这样的东西，但我希望在未来的教育不是这样。Anyway， 有点聊多了。
That's like 其实有些 discrepancy 在这里面。说 one hand， 你说不希望说在太早 label， 你现在就是差生，你就 that's it。是，但另外一方面其实有 needed that，right？ 就是 you thinking back on 就是 how you 就是 kind of like
就是
excel yourself。
对，
其实就是因为有一个 metric 在那，
对，
所以说 that kind of like drives you，right？
只能说这个 label 对不同人它的作用力是不一样的。有些人是正向的，很强的作用，不管是好 label 坏 label。像我的话就是坏 label 让我很不爽，我想做得更好；好 label 我会觉得我承担不起，所以说我会更努力。所以
，it's kind of like it reminds me of Michael Jordan，like you still got undrafted for high school，you know varsity， and then you know 然后反正就 the rest is history，yeah。I guess it depends on different individuals。对，可能每个人看就是 just like you said， 可能每个人 view 这个东西的形式不太一样，对。
但是真的，你刚刚提到很多我们当时那个年代，很多学生是补课。我到高考之后才发现，我很多高中同学都是补课，所以难怪他们突飞猛进。我当时就觉得，我觉得学的牛突然进步很多，我觉得这么开智的。后来知道说有些人是比如说找了一个书考题的老师去培训，或者是比如说提前知道题目这些的就不说了，反正后来就发现了，所以说还不错。因为我是真正现在和你也很像，我是真的。初中、高中各个学科从来没有上过任何一个培训班。对，如果不会，就问老师我怎么做得更好，或者我自己去书店去找合适我的书。对，我是觉得，所以我真的想给所有人，我不知道有多少可能会是家长或者潜在的家长，真的我是觉得，可能方法论或者说孩子的品格培养，让他说受之语很俗，但是真的比把他们招到一个好的老师，或者说给他们填什么样的课程来说更重要。真的
，Yeah，
let them know that they determine everything.
Yeah. 我觉得其实 let me chime in a little bit， 就是为什么我会怎么说踏上这条在世俗眼里面学习比较好的一条路呢？其实是我记得我小学的1、2年级的时候，在 I don't remember shit， 对，什么都不记得了，经常不做作业，什么都不做。但是我记得可能是 ever since third grade， 可能我开始就会发现，如果我回答一个问题回答得好，老师会表扬我。So kind of like you know， 就是一个
正向循环，
一开始就是一个 self-enforcing pattern。之后 I started to realize that 就是 once I put my work， 也有可能是我感觉我 somehow 可能 little bit more talented on others， 在规定时间内可能学一个东西可能会学得更快一点或者怎么着，所以说 it's kind of like you know just kept me going。其实说到你，我应该是从小到大是当时是流行上什么竞赛，比如说我这个数学感很感兴趣，所以说我记得我当时上过数学竞赛，上过什么化学竞赛，但 obviously 小学都上过英语班，因为在我们那个年纪，
3年级学英文还是
我们是不学的，我们是整个小学都不学英语的。
Oh shoot！
所以 imagine 初一时候才第一次学英语，所以当时我的小学的英语就是在那些什么班里面学的，因为。所以一直到高一，你说过有些人去补课，我后来也才知道 I have a girl that I had a crush on。整个初中的时候，是初中3年我们的全校第一，她的作文天天被我们传看那种呀。然后结果后来发现，他高一的时候和我分到了一个班，因为当时我们最好的班。Anyway， 发现他的数学后来也是在找我们那个数学老师在。
对，
但是 anyway 就是 yeah，anyway，so yeah，so I guess
let me circle back a bit. I was talking about when right. Sometimes I've still got a chance if there's the Chinese test and they said there's no form of literature is required, and I will write 文言文。我记得有一次，我又写了一次文言文，又拿了全年段最高分，就让我去打，然后我把我的文打下来。在我边上就有个女生和一个老师是说，现在数学真的越来越难了，我觉得我现在学不下去了，我现在已经快了，叫什么？现在叫什么？就快 How do you say that in nowadays term? Anyway， 就治了。Anyway， 结果我转眼一看，她是当时初中考高中中考的全市状元，还上了报纸的。
I guess those people take themselves too seriously. Yeah， 就是 for me， I mean， 就是 obviously， 我觉得我有一个，其实一直到长到初中到高中为止，就高中有几年我是很动乱 ，as you know，I don't know whether I talk about this or not，yeah。所以其实我是
go deeper，yeah，
对 general，anyway， 怎么说，我是曾经是非常看重所有的这个老师对我的 all the critics，就是 I'm trying to be that 别人家眼里的孩子 ，and then for anyway， 就是 something happened，and then 就是 I just kind of like realized that why would I give a shit，right？但是。kind of like 有进入到一个 nihilist 这个空间 you're like thinking about everything does not matter. It doesn't have any meaning.
Asperger? Did you have Asperger?
I don't think so, but you know, but it's similar to don't want to try to glorify myself. 但其实 I read a story about Elon Musk. 他讲说他什么有一段时间很小的时候看书，发现有陷入什么自我什么。这个虚无主义怀疑，就觉得 what if like stuff like what if that we're living in a simulation, then everything is fake, right? But anyways， 所以但是就是 I guess what kept me going 就是说，其实 you imagine that 你有一个价值观 you're on the top, and then shit happens, then you're at the bottom. Then how you kind of like regathering yourself like that? 所以对我来说，其实还是那种怎么说对。 做自己喜欢的事情，把它做好，
Exactly.
热爱。
Yeah. I think the reason you will like your tower will collapse and you'll fall down is because your tower is not built by yourself.
Yeah,
If everything is built by your experience, your memory, and your joy, I don't think it's thin.
Yeah.
所以我就觉得，包括我很多时候就在想说，如果我 if I go back 再做一次，比如说现在这些经历，即便是说我现在已经有了全面的知识了，我全面的信息了，我会不会再穿越到时空回到过去？因为我觉得现在的一切 is the best possible option ever. 包括说，我到这个行业，比如我决定和这个人共伴余生什么的，我是觉得再做一次不会做的比现在好，所以我是觉得 start believing that your life is the one and only is the best option ever. 我是觉得想到这一点，你就会觉得没有什么事情会让你觉得很糟糕什么的，因为就是。Like my wife, sometimes my wife is just like worried about things, but I just feel like, I always ask 你为什么会非常的就是很 chill， 比如说有坏事发生会很 chill， 我就觉得这是一个要解决的问题而已，但不代表说否定我们之前做过所有的事情，所以说 I think you really need to have that faith in yourself, you are the one and only.
Yeah， 我觉得其实可能女人和我们还是不太一样吧 ，like my wife, you know， 但是。She wouldn't.
They are awesome too. They are awesome too.
他不会问我说你是不是很 chill， 我们会直接开始吵架。他就说为什么你一点都不着急或者怎么回事？但是 I guess for me, part of it, not necessarily about believing in myself. It's just I don't think that matters. 我无所谓，我可以比方说就是 literally 可能 tomorrow have no money to buy food. I'm still gonna enjoy it today, right?
Yeah.
但是 I mean for women 就是可能 obviously 就不太一样，或者说他们想的东西会比较多。
也不一定，可能不同人的家庭背景。
I wouldn't say that 这是一个 right practice. 我也不觉得这个是我做这个事是好的。Anyway, just who I am. I actually want to kind of like I know we're being divert too much, but I feel like the conversation is like going like fire. So actually I want to just talk about why can you speak English like this? I mean, obviously, 其实 you and I, we both, 其实我们 technically 没有在出国留学过。
How about this?
Yeah.
Name one thing that influenced you the most in terms of English speaking. One thing, the one single thing. Single thing.
You know what
or the keyword.
To say, right?
No, I don't know. I don't know.
Hold on. Let me think. Yeah. I guess 可以分成 these different stages.
All right, cool. You can do that.
Let me just walk you through, 这个整个 process.
Yeah.
So. 首先我记得当时我什么小学去上一个英语叫什么小星星少儿英语 ，anyway 就是
Never heard of that.
那种什么可以一起上白雪公主那种，我不知道你现在的少儿英语是什么 process。Anyway 就是 give you the chance to just speak， 一起去 recite
童谣
，yeah things like that。但是在我5、6年级的时候，我已经建立起那种就是 like everything I'm about to be the best， 然后 be to stand out， 然后 to speak myself。在那种课程里面，我非常喜欢互动，去说和老师这样互动这样。
Okay.
所以那 kind of like just I guess 就是 early stages 有一点点 right。但是我跟你说，我们初一的时候，当时 I actually have a period of struggling about learning English。当时初中的时候，我们只是口语化的，其实完全没有学过读或者是写的东西。所以 as it turned out， 就当时我有一段时间 struggle on 就是单词默写之类的。Anyway, that's a fun story。当时我差5点半起床，
闻鸡起舞
，for real yeah。之后
这是洛杉矶，
对，当时我记得第一次什么开家长会的时候，我奶奶就分享这个 story。Everybody was like, this kid is like 什么5点半起床 ，super 努力或者怎么样 ，work really really。
大家会给你敌意的眼光吗？说，那我爸以后要每天早上5点抓我起来了。
At that time， 其实我不觉得，因为 at 就 like you said， 就是 people 就是 building you this up，right？ 所以当时我有一点洋洋自得，说你看，我就觉得那个人眼里的孩子，yeah。Anyway， 就是 I realize， 当那个 period 过去以后，就 I figure out that 其实你单词其实不是要一个一个这样拼成背的，其实是有规律的，有拼写。Once I get through that hurdle，I never having trouble, great answer again, right？ 然后所以初中 days is like， 我们考课上，当时我们英语老师也是 pretty chill。我不知道当时你们英语课程是什么样，反正我们会大家去编什么短剧什么之类的，4、5个人上去演一遍。I really enjoy that process。但是当时的那个就是。Materials are very limited， 就是我能做到，只是说当时当时你们可能都没有见过什么是复读机，什么是磁带，当时就去听那个东西，然后 try to copy 他说那些东西。I mean, it's far from what we can have today。今天你随便打开哔哩哔哩，你可以从头到尾去看什么全英的什么 Friends 或者什么之类的。I know a lot of guys, a lot of Chinese people learning English by watching Friends, right? But anyway, I'm not one of them。所以就kind of like， 但是我真正对英语开始觉得 passionate， 其实是应该是 我高二的时候，当时在昆明的时候，我那个室友 I don't know whether I told you about this or not. Yeah. Anyway, so he's that kid that 在高二的时候就已经可以去什么夏威夷玩，就当时我们觉得 it's like 太遥远，就是 not like the kids grow up today. 可能小学就全世界周游各地 anyway. 对，所以当时就是 through him， 他当时是 had a early passionate about movies. Like 他当时会给我推荐一些电影，什么这个男人来自地球，什么银河系漫游指南， like 就是那种很小众，但是 it's kind of like you know， 但是又感觉很好看的电影。Anyway, so that's when I started to get passionate about movies.
Yeah.
And then you were speaking about the one single individual that influenced me the most. I guess it's Eminem, bro. That started from 2009. 当时我记得很清楚，当时他有那个 Relapse 那个 album， 因为他相当于是刚 through the mainstream a little bit 之后又 come back 做了一个 Relapse， 然后 then I just started to rap, you know， 然后就学习很多他那些什么东西，所以 that set me up 到整个高中阶段之前都这样子。之后在大学了以后，我记得是当时有一阵子我 I started to bodybuilding, right? 然后 watched a lot of YouTube videos
yeah.
about you know how do you know just kind of like build yourself up 一些 Anthony X 当时，但是 I remember Anthony X 当时我开始关注只有40万 followers something like that， 但现在的话 it's like 20 million 2-3千万了 yeah.
Wow.
So anyway, so 然后之后just watch a lot of YouTube. I guess just you know talking with different guys. So this is just my journey.
Yeah. Mine's pretty similar, and it all started from 天下足球. Yeah, because the love of sport. Yeah. So yeah. I don't know if you know, a while ago, I mean, like a long time ago, actually. So Chinese football team, national team was really good, and yeah, always tune into Channel 2 CCTV.
2002, yeah.
Sorry, Channel 5 CCTV on Tuesday, and every night they have this 天下足球, and I can watch some like highlights and also like news and stuff like that. And there's one time that a British and Irish pop group called Westlife. I went there, and then they have this talk, and then they perform their song "My Love." And I just like and the street an empty house and blowing down my heart. That just stuck in my head.
Other passion we share is the music.
Music. I just cannot forget that. And then I started to become a fan of Westlife. And back then I was like in primary school, grade 5 maybe. And then I just bought all of the albums, and I can sing all of the songs. Like that's amazing. And I remember I was traveling with other adults, and I was singing like do 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 do. They were like, whoa, what's that? Yeah. So that gave me early confidence, and then I picked up the words, right? So a lot of the lyrics, and after that I know, so like the comparison is always brought to Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, and then I start to listen to NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, and then I know Justin Timberlake and all the other singers, and I got to know more things, and then I got to know Twilight. I don't know why, but I got to know Twilight, and I watched the movie 20 times, and that built out the foundation of my like speaking English. I just try to mimic every one of them. I still remember the ad word says, "I feel very protected of you." This is like I cannot stop thinking about the eager, the drinking of your blood, something like that. Just it's like it was my guilty pleasure, because I feel like it's so girly to talk about Twilight, but actually every morning before I went to school, I watched like 20 minutes of Twilight, just pure enjoying. I was not trying to learn English, but I just like grew up in me.
I guess that's for me. It's Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what now. I've caught a couple of hot pitting niggas.
I watched a lot of that too. But just like a culture thing, you should never like learn English like it's a subject. It should be something that you like. So a lot of parents actually ask me for advice how they learn English. I just say, find a podcast that you like, or find a program you like, and watch it. You just watch it. You don't need to like pick up the books, because if something like nowadays I love pop culture, I like NFL, basketball. I just listen to the podcast, and I can pick up something.
I got a younger cousin. 他今年上高一。然后就问我说英语学不会，我说那你就我把什么哔哩哔哩说，我说我给他发了全季的 Friends， 你可以挑一个你喜欢的东西看。但是 I guess 其实 once you 就是其实你看到更多人的时候，你 realize that 其实不是所有人。对，是。I mean, you and I were both pretty lucky. I mean, we found what we love, like in the early days, high school 或者是 your teenage years. 可能其实 lot of guys 他们其实没有什么 love 的东西。I guess lot of people 其实都没有真的说一个东西，或者说 I guess for Kobe, it's like, they know what they're gonna do in their life.
Yeah.
When they're like 12 years old, 13 years old. 这个
不要碰。
我顺便再看一下，现在。All right, slowly.
I think it's either love what you do, or do what you love. Either one of them can help you get better. Yeah. For me, I think I'm a little bit kind of both because I love English, I love the culture, and also whatever things I do. When I start like getting a hang of it, and I will start doing it more and more. I was never a fan of biology, and I don't even remember any of the knowledge from old times. But when I started learning it, I just feel like, oh wow, the world. So now when I see the trees, when I can see human body, it's like a system. And I went, wow, this is amazing. So when I was learning, I feel like I'm enjoying it. So I feel like it's not bad if I can become a biologist or just to study biology in the future. I also talked to Terry, my cousin, about that. And this is part of the reason he wanted to be like into the biological field. But I just feel like you really need to love, and so that give you the drive to do more.
I guess that's a cliche, but it's definitely true, right? Just
you cannot teach love.
I guess you and I, we both learn random things because of love. I mean, not things that's gonna be tested in the book. It's like natural process. 就是 including English 或者是 including anything else. Just because very interesting 的，所以说其实你就会愿意去 know more. Right?
Exactly.
All right, let's get back to the career thing, right? So. Then we were talking about you're starting your job as a consultant. Then what got you into Barry Books?
Oh.
By the way, this is the co-founder of Barry Books.
Hi. Barry Books is a small studio, or we can say Barry Books a school, something like that for the young children in Shanghai. But we also teach online classes for the children around China and also overseas too. And my wife, Bei, was the founder. So she was like almighty teacher and professor and knowing everything, all of the tricks and all of that. She also went to the University of San Francisco to learn like how to teach. Hold up.
I want to know the story how you transitioned yourself from being a consultant to Barry Books.
I know. She's really good at it, and she at that time she was like coming back, and because of the double reduce. I hope you know that's a policy that restrict a lot of the institute to teach like English or other subjects. So unfortunately, English is included, and she was like had to go away. And but luckily, a lot of other students are forced out because the school back then cannot host similar classes. So a lot of students go to her and ask her if she could like start a studio or offer classes to them. And initially she was doing that, and I was doing my own consulting stuff, which is pretty good. And I was like hired by my client, and a Swedish company, and it's also a startup. And I was kind of like the founder of the China department.
That's nice.
And I was offered options. Options means you can buy the share in the future of the company, and and I was making a lot of good money and dirty money too, because I got the power. I had to do something to work with my suppliers, but I'm not sure if I can talk about that. But but I was like in a good position, and I don't have a lot to do actually, because I got used to like the daily routine, and we have a team, and we also hire a more experienced, more senior leader to lead the team. So I was like I don't know. They need me to go to the meetings, but for the groundwork, I don't need to do so much. So I have a lot of time to like enjoy lives. But my wife's having trouble teaching the students, and also she was like having like the summer camp, and she needed to like have like 10 or 12 students at the same time, and also she needed to take care of the food and the other resting time. And she felt like it's overwhelming. So she asked me if I can help, but that means I need to like spend a lot of time away from my original job, and I feel like I might just well quit my job, because I feel like it's getting into like inertia. So nothing changes at all. So I feel like why not just do this? And I started to feel like maybe English. I can still use English. It's no different. And I had a little bit part-time like GRE or TOEFL teaching experience. I just feel like the young children will be the same. So I decided to help her like part-time. And after that, I feel like, oh, that was actually good money.
Yeah.
So at that, when it reached the point that the part-time job can match my full-time salary, I just feel like, okay, I can just quit my full-time job.
Okay.
Even if I don't have any more students, I can at least afford the current status of life. So I just feel like, okay, I can quit. And then I joined my wife's company, and then we founded like a real company, and we hired some teachers, and we also asked our friends or even family. Yeah, my mom worked as a like financial specialist, like part-time here in our company. And then it is how it starts. And in the beginning, Bei was just a little bit nervous because she felt like the teaching style is a little bit hard to copy. So but it turned out that I have my style, but in general we are kind of in sync. When we teach together or separately, things going well. So now I'm taking my own classes, and now in a possible future, I'm taking more classes than Bei because she is going to labor and she need more time to rest herself. So or managerial work. She needs to like be a manager to like organize everything. So I can take out more.
Do you have a
work.
timeline for that? When are you guys gonna have kids?
We are preparing it actually. So this is why I need to slim down. I trimmed down like 10 kilo from the early this year. And she's also on doing that, and also she's taking a lot of meds. We are getting ready for that. Hopefully if it happened this year, it's good, but now if it's not, next year. But our plan is to like take out 50 or 60% of her classes, her student, and it will transfer to me. And then we have more teachers to teach the elementary level, so I can focus on like a higher level or the task related level. So this is how it started, and I'm forever like grateful, thankful for the thing turn out for us.
I think what I love about your story is that things happen pretty organically, right? So you mentioned that the reason why Bei kind of like started her own studio is because of the double reduce policy. And then how you kind of like just like beginning at the part-time, and then it's kind of like once you grow this thing large enough so that you kind of like join the company, right? So I guess that happened pretty organically. And then they tell me what about some of the, let's say, some of the knowledge you've learned as a founder, or as a at least entrepreneur or self-employed, right? What do you think? What are some of the major challenges or major differences that you spot in these two different positions? So what kind of like give you some time for you to kind of like adopt to the new lifestyle? So what are some things that
in terms of lifestyle, I think there's no challenge because I always enjoy multitasking.
Like for example, like working for your own company, how many hours you work per week?
That is the interesting part to say because I don't know. I think a lot of people are still like we're in an office, right? But in our company, our home is our company, it's our office. So we have this room, and we set up a bigger room and the bigger living room, and those two parts are our classrooms. And there's another section like the dining table for work. So normally we were like preparing classes, having meetings there, and when the student comes, and we will have this like shade. We put on the shades for them to have the classes there, and we have another room for it. Luckily enough, it's quite soundproof, so it's not affected. But it's quite hustle bustle lifestyle, I would say, because we spend the morning like preparing for our class, but
like every day,
every day, and then our employee came, and we need to like have meetings. So we need to teach them what to do, tell them what to do, make up like plans, because we don't just teach. If we just teach like as teachers, life will be much easier because we know what to do. We know all of the textbook, we know all the material. Even though if we are doing like innovation, trying to adapt to new things, like we have this workflow, so we know what to do. Even if we don't know about the material, we can still like freestyling. There's no problem with that. But the problem is we need to expand. We need to we realize that not a lot of work should be done by us. I think this is the hardest part for me per se, because I always feel like I don't trust no one else. Yeah, sometimes even my wife. So I just feel like I need to get things done myself.
You're having problem delegating your
duty,
right?
to transfer my duty to others, and the result of that problem is me being an very inefficient person at work. Yeah, because I used to be very efficient and I can multitasking well. But right now, I just feel like when I handle like paycheck to my employee, when I handle the KPI, the sales KPI, or getting materials, or maybe like marketing stuff. Yeah, sometimes I just like I'm always the person that was the last to like finish my job, deliver my due. And they always say you shouldn't do everything yourself. You should like ask your employee to do. I just feel like it's hard to ask. My persona is like it's hard for me to ask for someone for favor. And even though I pay for this person, I pay this person money to do the job for me, but I always feel like if the job is like described in the contract, okay, it's fine that you do it. I can let you do it. But if there's any additional work, I just feel like really, if I can't finish myself, I won't let you do it, and that creates some problem.
Is it because you don't trust them, or is it because you just
both? Okay. A part of it is just like I would feel like if I'm if I'm up there and someone asks me to do additional work, I will feel pretty bumped. And I don't want them to feel that way. I want them to like me. It's like a people pleasing like mentality. It's not very healthy, but I'm just like that. I've been trying to work on that. And the other part is a little bit like if I can do this. For example, I was the one in charge of like writing all our posts in our 朋友圈 or in our 公众号. And now someone else take over the job. But if I realize that the writing is not as good as before, or they just go through motions, 敷衍老师, I would just feel like I should do it. I should do it again. You should let me do it. So more and more, it's like I cannot accept. If you are so used to 90% and 100%, you can no longer live with like 80%. And this is the biggest problem. And
I guess it reminds me of also one of the biggest advantages that gives you as a small startup, comparing with those large corporates, right? Because 有一种叫什么五金店逻辑 like the founder of Walmart says that 任何一个在家门口开五金店的店主都可以 easily beat Walmart. 因为 first of all, you put your passion, your love through the things you do.
Exactly.
It's not like, big companies 可能他们手下做事人 just like go through the motion. Obviously, you're gonna have a edge on that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're working on that, and luckily, Bei is like the opposite. She's just like mediate. She's like not afraid. She's not afraid to ask people to do this, do that. And she has this mentality, and she's like she always like have argument with me regarding the work. When we are as couples, we would never do such thing. We just like very compatible. But we are at work, we argue a lot, or we disagree with each other a lot. And this is one part of it. And
I guess I'm right now on a similar situation as you do, but I guess what works out for you is that so things turn out for you pretty fine. I just started my own shit for 2 weeks, and then me and my wife, we started to fight like basically every day. But I guess it's a little bit different. For me, it's like I believe in what I do. Why would you want to tell me I should do that? So I'm just very upset when she's trying to says that 你应该这样做或这样做. I'm not that kind of person that used to take shit from others, but obviously they're your wives, right? You love them.
We need to learn to handle that. Exactly.
And at the same time, I mean, you have to accept the fact that you might not be right at all times. I mean, 大家都会有 blind spot, 或者说其实有 things that you're good at, also things that you're not good at. Right? I guess that's also something that I would constantly learn from you. I mean, how to handle that KPI and sales and shit like that. I mean, our company will kind of run into those obstacles eventually because right now it's still pretty small, but we still got tons to learn from you, bro.
Yeah, definitely. I remember back at some time was even like we check our salesperson's WeChat history because we want to know if they use the right technique. So if they were like too straightforward, it's like we have this class, this, you can take this. They are not like to humanize.
Actually, I want to pick your brain on this because I just started running into the sales, technique myself. 因为就是我们大概 my main channel 大概 running 2 weeks, starting from zero， 现在差不多有个90粉， which is I think is pretty acceptable， 而且观看量也还不错。
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
And you're the person that got me into this 小红书 shit. So just really want to tell me more about the sales technique. So what would you normally, let's say, convince the customer to buy your product? So how's the process? Yeah.
It's been a while since the last time I really get on the field, but of course I will want to know their objective. Like or try to figure out their objective, because in the beginning parents come to us for 2 reasons. Either our class is fun, so they want to have some fun. The students do not like English, so they want to enjoy learning English. The second one is like our students are really good at English and they want to know how to do that, or how to pass certain exam, get certain score. So first knowing their objective, and then
so it's either just to learn English, or 还是什么提高分数，
非常重要。其次你要有几点，你需要一点物料，比如说你自己的课，比如说风格，你需要首先你要 break it down into a simple ten。你在讲一段销售语言的时候，你必须要很快的让他知道你要讲什么重心。就比如说你会说我们有这样的课，这个是帮助什么的，但是你得根据他的需求把他想要什么东西，你一个解决方案很直截了当的给上去，我就觉得
solve their problem.
Because in the beginning, a lot of our salesperson they are not in this field. They don't know about English teaching. 他们在别的行业里面，所以说上头的话可能想要话术，比如说这个问题我要怎么回答，但就是 train 的过程就是说让他们知道，首先你得了解这个家长，比如说他的风格，他真正想要什么，他看重的是什么。即便是说想要有趣，他想看重的是说你可能活动，还是老师比较和蔼，或者是说你的课件怎么样。You really
need tons of value added, bro. So what are some normally? 所以你一般会问家长些什么问题呢？
正常的问题，常规的我们会有一个就是 questionnaire， 说你姓名，学多久，目前正想要提升的方向，有没有读绘本？因为 English learning 我们都是原版教材，最关键的就是说他阅读能力怎么样，证明是说他是不是有前期的一些培养。国际上已经有些比较科学的等级划分了，所以说比如说知道他在读什么书，我们就知道他能力怎么样，我们会首先做个测试。对，不管是剑桥还是我们官方的，去确定的级别，定级很重要。我们一般不会开门见山的去说我们的课怎么样，我们一定会是让你在我们这边有一定的服务周期，你能感受到我们的一些内容。包括是说刚进来的时候，因为我们体系课的费用其实不便宜，所以说我们也会 offer 一些，比如说钩子产品的意思就是说很便宜，就试一试的心态。比如说我们那些什么1个月去读若干本书，其实就只有2位数的价格，包括是说一些几分钟的试听课，小班试听课也是2位数的价格。上完之后，如果你觉得不合你的，你可以去把这费用转到别的东西。我们也有一些什么教学周边，通过这样的方式，首先感受一下我们的服务质量和一些我们产品的品质。最重要的还是让他 keep engage， 包括是说我们近期会有一些公益性质的一些那种公开课，比如说常规课，或者是说像小红书的直播这种东西的话，也会至少是教授家长说，你即便不来这边学，但是能学到一些让小朋友能在培养英文过程中能使用的方法。我就觉得你得持续不断的给他一些价值，让他 engage。其实很多社区营销里面，你定期你要给一些链接，不管是说是不是真的很好，是不是大家都在烂大街，但是只要你的这个群里面就每天都能有一个链接，你就可以看到可能是你想要的，顺手去捡便宜，这个心态是大多数人之常情，让他们有便宜可以捡，其实这很重要。
因为你会把这些 available options 放在一个 link 里面，然后发在社群里面。
是把 link， 我们自己有一个 link， 但是我们会把一个摘出来就给你，但是确实你得进去，你就是要在我们社群里面才能有。
Yeah， 当然那个 part is like a lot of 干货。I will also take some notes on that。我觉得其实总结一下，大概你首先有些 hooks， 再一个你要去 keep them engaged。对，时不时的还有一些。Most important 大概就是服务好你的客户，right？ 就是
对服务行业客户
他们要什么东西，然后提供给他们这个东西 solve that problem。
如沐春风的感觉。其实现在服务行业很多还是会让人觉得很生硬的，你只要让人觉得是你这人懂我。家长最希望就是家长来找英文老师，大部分是焦虑的。 或者是其他包括老师，要么就说其实就两种情况，一种就是说之前老师不满意，我要换一个好的，我会焦虑，或者说我孩子学得慢了，我现在开始让他学了，我不知道怎么办，我迷茫，其实也是焦虑的一种。首先你要跟他同感，你要不要让他加重说你就学这个就好了，或者你要让他知道是说这样子，其实你不晚，其实你还有机会，给他 paint a picture， 他觉得是说你是有机会的，只要跟着我们是有从第一步到最后一步的体系化的很明确的路线的。对，所以我们早期会在直播的时候去免费送培养路线图，就说我们从零基础到是能考 KET， 或者是说能到高中毕业的英文能力这样的路线，让他们知道说我们学习的一直都会有一个具体的一个方向，他们不会觉得学到一半我们就没老师了，这点也是他们看重的。
Okay.
所以说就是
That's
a human business.
Then how do you deal with those type of customer？ 比如上来就说我的孩子下个月要考 KET 了，想考到100分，举个例子，应该怎么做？你会怎么样应对这样的家长？
我们会测试，我们会说不适合就不适合，因为我们是在如果找到不合拍的进来，后续会有很大的 conflict。因为我就有个很鲜活的例子，就是我们上个月是有一个家长退费，或者是要做劝退，反正一开始的时候家长来的时候测试其实能力不是很够，但是家长就说这样的话，就说我有钱为什么不能上你的课？第二点就是说你不让我上课，是不是觉得教培行业赚得太好了，是不是需要我投诉你一下？因为当时我们应对投诉的经验不是很多，我觉得要投诉了我们可能就做不了这个生意了，我们就不得不让他进来。毕竟他的钱是固定的，能凑个班是可以的。但 find out 他的能力就是他想上比如2级别的课，但他其实真正级别是0级别或者1.5级别，他差了蛮多的。上2级听不懂，同时所以也不会就下个级别升不上去。多次跟这个家长说了，他觉得但是我要这样子，
我劝他去上低级别，他不愿意上，
但他时间不 OK。他就说我就是要上，但是我就不能给我调一个我 OK 的时间，就是那种一个人这样不 OK， 就要凌驾所有万千人之上。对，其实他就是直接说也说了，但他就是硬要这样子。最后的方案就是说，那不然你报了一堆的课，他就说也行，但是上一堆他又觉得不满意，但是他那个旧的班级已经结束了，他确实升不上去，他又不就一个他又不 OK， 那后来就只有方案就说介绍别的老师，或者他就不带我们学了。对，但是他自己又觉得我们劝退他。反正就是我们大闹之后，又是有个威胁说什么要帮你举报了什么的。对，还有我们开发票，我们只有一种可能性是说向税务局举报，类似于说你能做这个生意，但是你又没有这个资质，可能就会吊销或者是警察上门什么的。当时我们还是因为应对的经验不是很丰富，我们就把他某一部分的费用全都退给他，他就走了。对，所以说我觉得找到合拍的还是蛮重要的，因为其实刚刚有提到说精神价值，你赚钱很重要，但是你找到合拍的认可你的家长，真的是能很大程度上决定起你对这个工作的成就感。所以说你找到合适的，意味着你前期的沟通是要达到的，包括是说如果我们有到时候谈了3两句就成单了，成了一个大单，我都会让他在发几个测评报告，如果确实不合适，可以去劝退的。
How many sales you have？ 应该全职销售
2个全职的，对。还有我们老师，因为我们像是比如这个班要升级了，到下一个班续费是我们老师去谈的，因为希望老师就可以对自己学生更负责一点。之前的一些机构是说销售老师分开，但我们即便是我和我夫人，我们再去续我们班的费用的时候，也是自己去跟家长谈。这样的方式就是让那个销售只去谈新客户。对他们更 free 一点，对，所以说可以说我们像半个销售，但是全职销售做新课。
Yeah. All right. I know you're running short on time, so I have like maybe 2 or 3 questions to ask. Hold on.
All
right, still rolling, bro. All right. So I guess wait, what was that? Oh yeah. I guess first question is that first question is that so we mentioned a little bit about 合拍很重要的。Then what about your early days? I mean.
Early days,
you don't have that options at this moment, right? So then just take whatever you have. So how would you make that decision? Yeah.
Early days 更多就是繁选的过程，因为确实不管大家承不承认，就是作为男性老师，在一个青少儿英语行业里面，可能是稍微少数群体，不能说是少数群体，因为确实大家更习惯当女性老师，特别小朋友还是会母性的光环，然后会让小朋友感觉更 safe 一点，确实。所以说前期我记得我的前2个班可能要招5个人满班，大概一个班面试了15个人，对，然后的话这个15分钟的试听。对，当时的我们试听是 for free 的面试，但是我们是说定级测试，我们不会说是老师试听，因为把它定义为说我们互相测评一下，看你适不适合学，这样稍微有一个互相选择的，不是说我们什么人都收，这会让家长更加重视。对，比如说如果我们说你不适合， 他们可能觉得我们不适合吗？那我们努力，我们一定会适合的，可能会有这样的一个心态。所以说可能也是反向促成承担。Anyway， 早期的我记得2个班是我坦白的说，我觉得不是那么满意，可惜。就确实能力差别比较大，对，比如说我这个班的人，有些人可能是已经到初中水准，有些人可能还在幼儿园水准，就是连读一句话，因为有时候叫轮流读，可能就是一个人读了很长，不读完了，另外一个人他是一个字一个字的认，甚至读的时候认不出单词，这种感觉就是观感是很差的，对，所以也会影响到其他学生是否愿意继续学这个班级的课程，对，所以说早期。有些磨合期肯定是要经历的，我是觉得，包括是说现在我教多了之后，比如说有些班级可能教了2本书到第4本书确实上不去了，他们不可避免的要遇到流失，这也是有可能的，所以说 just the constant process of saying hi, hello and goodbye， 但是慢慢的你要知道说什么是适合你的，我觉得
yeah. All right, so I guess I want to ask you about is just how do you go from, let's say, 0 to 10?
0 to 10?
I mean, from base experience, right? When is that moment that they realize that, oh, I got this. I can actually start my own business. I mean, especially when you're talking about 小红书. Well, tell me more about your 爆款. I remember you got a 爆款, right?
Yeah. For me per se, 爆款, I have one. It's a video about Dogman.I remember， 因为我们那个时候是要开一个 Dogman 的阅读营，我们就知道说网上现在很多是找别的音频做了一个营，给小朋友去每天听力、读打卡的这种方式，但没有就是真正去讲解里面的内容。我们自己在上课的时候其实是有去 dig deeper about the slang or the background knowledge, the cultural reference of Dogman。我们觉得特别有趣，但是没有人去讲，所以说我们就决定说开一个这种讲解营。然后做完之后发现大家好评很好，但是没有那么多人知道，所以我就做了一个这样的视频。也是我觉得刚好当时市场空缺，同时我觉得制作比较精良，因为就是我目前做的一些小红书视频，可能10个里面就1个是我谈话类的，大部分都是我课程的视频。但谈话类的就是你直面观众，能聊他想要的东西，真正是为他做的，我觉得针对性更强。同时我觉得这一篇里面就看 Dogman 不只是看一个书，更多是一个怎么样从 Dogman 中让你孩子得到一个什么东西。我觉得可能讲的更清晰一点，所以我觉得
yeah. What's the view on that?
I forgot. I need to check.
Yeah.
I need to check. The view.
Ladies and gentlemen, take some notes. 运营小红书 bro.
But I think the best one are from base. 贝有几个爆款是我觉得做得很好的，它有2个爆款是3000赞左右的，然后就是有10几万的 view。有一个的话是测评教材，测评
这个有一个原版教材 review。对，
如果你要就是小红书要拿很多的 view， 一定是要一个门槛低的，不是 niche。比如说你要针对说学生、老师或者其他一般人都能看的，像这种就是测评教材这种话题，首先老师要选教材，你要测评；家长你要给小朋友选教材，你要测评。即便是无关的人，你也想知道现在教材和之前有什么区别，这种主题就很容易人点进来看。对，我觉得首先你要选一个平易近人，同时你能自己有些独到观点的这主题。还有一个它爆款是一个非常 random 的，它有一个课堂活动，就是一个线上课，这是一个问学生 Can you give me some 学生很可爱，比如说 Give me some fish。就是他找不到 fish， 用这一个很可爱的这样的动作，那一瞬间可能大家觉得他很有调动力。这篇有一些帖子红，真的是不知道为什么，像这一篇就是我不理解为什么。对，所以说像我自己的话，能拿，比如说我自己其实小红书目前也只有2000多个粉丝，我拿高赞的基本上就是语法怎么教得好，这个课堂游戏怎么样，我终于知道这个东西怎么教了，这一类的就真正。老师也想知道怎么教，家长觉得有趣，对，特别这种关于知识点也有人想知道的，对这种，我看一下当时我的 Dogman，Let me have a look， 8,000？
Wow，
8,000
yeah， damn，
8,000 views，yeah， 就是。
Alright, so then I guess I'm curious is that what advice would you give let's say up to like me myself？ 你觉得我们应该 focusing on 做出来真正 genuinely good content， 还是 somehow 你得去？就是 figure out 这个算法怎么样推。
我觉得与其 figure out 算法，其实做好有好的东西，我觉得一切还是因为它算法的根基还是说是用户想要看什么。所以方面不离其宗，你就要知道说这个市场到底需要什么。我的建议你就是找一下相关主题的博主，就是他们的爆红帖是因为什么？你就如果你真的点进去，即便有一篇是上1000赞的，你点进去那个人可能他就只有几十个粉丝，他其他东西也不火，他可能就某个东西踩到了。我觉得话你得去看那些 你可能一开始你并不可少的是模仿，对，同时做这个东西，你得做好，要深耕，你可能要2年更多时间一直要做这个东西。就是我觉得你要一直能找到你创作的动力，比如说你这东西的看法，或者我是觉得你最重要的还是要你新的观点。我是觉得我所有做得好的，所有人家喜欢我的视频都是因为比如说我创造一个新的游戏。对，如果我发一个，比如说，我这个书的看法，我就没有人看；比如说我拿一个视频里面教材的一个录屏，也没有人看。但如果是说我自己自创的游戏，我就说自创游戏，你们可以这样练，其实很多人看的。对，
要真的做出原创的
对，同时你要想到的是说你的受众是谁，你要确保你的东西是很多人都想看到的，就是老师，要么就是老师、学生和白领，就是这种刷手机电子榨菜的白领，他们如果感兴趣的，要么就是时下的热点。对，所以说，比如说当时我记得王力宏那个事情出来的时候，很多心理学家就爆红了，对，就想分析他的所有的，对，意见联，对，这样子，法治这样子的，对，所以有时候如果你要做互联网，你就不能远离互联网，就不能挺清高的那种，你真的就要看很多的帖子，了解是说目前哪些东西是火的，大家喜欢看的，对。
That's tons of value added, bro.
对
I guess that brought us to the final question is that where do you see yourself in 5 years, 5 to 10 years? What's your vision for Berry Books or your life? Obviously, you're gonna have kids, right? Somewhere in the next 5 years.
We're gonna have kids.
Yeah.
我觉得未来可能我自己是希望更多还是像现在这个状态分享。就是我其实，你说做生意嘛，我们像是可能今年有人觉得我们上快车道，我也有在一些这种很怎么想的装逼的想法，就是说我5年之内我要退休这样。但是真正从人生价值实现来说，如果有孩子了，你把这套价值，你把你自己的教学理念灌输在他身上，或者在他身上会不会有别的想法，是不是可以能帮助到更多的人？是我很好奇的。包括是说，因为我们一直都跟家长说，你要从小语言环境要去听。那现在我们都能讲英文了，我们在家里面就是那种纯英文的环境，那是不是小朋友就能厉害呢？还是会有什么样的问题，什么样的 conflict？ 就如果在中国用美式教育教会是什么样子？这些东西我都很好奇，也很想分享给所有人。所以我觉得 Berry Books will stick around for a little longer. Yeah, even though we are not like teaching a lot of classes. 但是我们现在一切都在变得体系化，像之前我们没有录播课，现在我们一半的课程已经是有录播化的形式了。未来比如说全都是录播，我们开讲座，比如说我们招视讯，我们做直播，什么都是有可能性的。
对。
我觉得我们不能说是 influencer， 但 we definitely want to make an impact in education。对，我就觉得说身边的人如果因为我们对教育的理念能更科学，能够规避掉一些前人的问题，那就是最好了。就是I think everything bring down to the 初心。我觉得有一个初心在，你能走得很远。Yeah,
that's awesome, bro.
Yeah. Have 初心。
I hardly doubt anyone would watch this, but
yeah.
Anyway, so what about just you mentioned that you need passion, right? So like being a biologist or just write stuff. Reading literature. So when are you gonna do that?
我觉得5年之后会开始一部分。同时，我是觉得像我之前一直以为说我想要，比如重新去健身，我得等到我退休之后才可以。但我今年发现我慢慢可以兼顾了。对对，包括说我
should hit me up next time we got time. Bro.
Yeah, but I have a health problem, as you know.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but 我现在久坐导致有腰间椎盘突出的问题，但是很快会解决，希望对做一些简单的运动，至少就是保证身体健康。Yeah, longevity is the key.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Anything else?
Thanks for being my first guest on the Rising Phoenix podcast.
Anytime, man. Anytime.
Right, yeah, I guess we'll wrap up the conversation.
Yeah, it's a good talk. It's a good talk.
Yeah, that's really nice. Maybe let's do a round 2. After
we can talk about more things. I think we will just open up some of the chapters that we really didn't go through. We should go deeper.
And also, even no one's watching this, but still please give Berry Books a follow.
Yeah,
爱写说唱 Jesse 老师。
还有 Berry Books， 少儿英语大宝贝。Yeah, follow us, please. And Phoenix. Rising Ashes podcast, okay?
Yeah, Rising Ashes podcast.
We never know. Just like Steve Jobs, we are connecting the dots. Maybe it's one of the dots.
Maybe.
I hope we can connect it in the future.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Okay, that's it.
Cup, let's go, bro.
Great job. Yeah, I had a good time. Thank you for inviting me.
Me too, bro.
Yeah.
The goal is to take this anywhere on the world.
Yeah.